and welcome to Austin360 Studio Sessions, brought to you by Bud Light. I'm Amy Edwards from Austin360 Radio, and we are simulcasting these sessions on Austin360 Radio. It's super easy to listen. Download our app if you haven't yet. Okay, we're super excited. Our artist today is Bart Crow. If you have some, right on. If you have some questions for Bart, we would love to hear them. So type them in on Facebook, and we'll try to get to all of those after the performance, which it is time for right now. So please join me in welcoming Bart Crow.
Thanks, guys. Well, he used to get stoned riding section lines. I cut my lights at the intersection. Hell, you couldn't see a thing in any direction. At least 800 miles. All the center of my world was a Dairy Queen in a small town round Sweet 16. Gave my innocence up to this rodeo queen. Said she likes horses wild. She said, somewhere out there, your wheel's gonna finally roll. Go on, put 'em out there. If you don't, you are never gonna know. Boy, you gotta let 'em roll. Hey, let 'em roll. Late at night, dancing in a dream. The sound of the wind through my front door screen. My little brother gets scared, but that sounds fine to me. 'Cause the wind was blowing my going somewhere. Out of that county hell, I didn't care. When you never seen nothing, something's always better somewhere out there. You said, somewhere out there, your wheel's gonna finally roll. Go on, put 'em out there. If you don't, you never gonna know. Boy, you gotta let 'em roll. Hey, let 'em roll. Just a million miles later, damn near 15 years, I've never slowed down, I've done it all in high gear. Sometimes at night, Lord, I catch myself thinking about back then, when the center of my world was a Dairy Queen in a small town round Sweet 16. Going back to find me that rodeo queen. Says she likes her horses wild. She said, somewhere out there, your wheel's gonna finally roll. Go on, put 'em out there. If you don't, you are never gonna know. Boy, you gotta let 'em roll. Hey, let it roll. Oh, let it roll. Let it roll. Let 'em roll. Hey, let it roll. Let it roll. And boy, you better come on home. Thank you. Thank y'all. Thanks for having me out today. And I appreciate you boys and girls showing up. Especially you guys. It's kind of been hard if I wouldn't have been here, but I'm glad to be in Austin, in the city that I love, in the city that I call home, the city I'm raising babies in. And thank you, 360 Studios, for having me. Sorry everybody else was booked. You didn't think I was going to be serious the whole time, did you? Said you wanna stand there with your arms around me, Lord, but I can't feel you, 'cause it's kinda like a dream. Then you walk out with another, Lord, my jaw hits the floor. It's kinda like a dream. Little angel with the bottle, I don't love you anymore. And I spent some time out with the devil. Baby, you don't hurt me anymore. No, I waste my time, I waste my money on a broken dream, 'cause you wouldn't wear my ring. Give me back my ring. One day you wake up, baby, when you're all alone, you're gonna wonder to yourself, where in the world I have gone. And I'll be down the road like 1,000 times before, and you'll be sitting home with your jaw hanging on the floor. Little angel with the bottle, I don't love you anymore. And I spent some time out with the devil. Baby, you don't hurt me anymore. You know I waste my time, I waste my money on a broken dream, 'cause you wouldn't wear my ring. Give me back my ring. Said little angel with the bottle, I don't love you anymore. And I spent some time out with the devil. Baby, you don't hurt me anymore. Little angel with the bottle, I don't love you anymore. And I spent some time out with the devil. Baby, you don't hurt me anymore. Thank you. Thank y'all very much. Thanks. Another song? Well, I forgot to read the notes. But Jane, thank you so much for singing. I already confessed my sins to her. And everybody out there in Facebook land, like, send in your questions. I mean, I wouldn't ask me anything, but if you want to, I'll answer it. All right. So I didn't write songs for about 18 months because I thought the world hated me, and I equally reciprocated that feeling there for a couple years. And then somebody said something really kind to me, and I was like, well, there we go. And so I went out to Ruidoso, New Mexico, and sat on the side of a hill, and Jason in hell. And I wrote this song, and I thought at that moment God wasn't done with me. So here we go. It's called Whiskey Ain't Working. She said she needed time to herself to figure out who she was. So I sit there on the front porch, half drunk and feeling numb. My friend said, take it easy, it'll work itself out in time, in time. So I drank a lot of whiskey, but I can't drink her off my mind. Now the whiskey, it ain't working, try and help me drink her off my mind. And I smoke myself crazy, and she still haunts my dreams at night. And the reason that she left me is laying in the bottom of this glass, this glass. And I wonder how long it's gonna take for my broken heart to pass. I can't say I'm proud of the fact that my baby's gone. Our bed is like a prison now, and I'm sleeping all alone. She says that I'm crazy, and I'm the one that wrecked our happy home. So I'm pouring back the whiskey, and I'm staring at the phone. Now the whiskey, it ain't working, try and help me drink her off my mind. And I smoke myself crazy, she still haunts my dreams at night. Said the reason that she left me laying in the bottom of this glass, this glass. And I wonder how long it's gonna take for my broken heart to pass. Now the whiskey, it ain't working, try and help me drink her off my mind. And I smoke myself crazy, Lord, and she still haunts my dreams at night. Said the reason that she left me laying in the bottom of this glass, and I wonder how long it's gonna take for my broken heart to pass. And I wonder how long it's gonna take for my broken heart to pass. You guys are too kind. Thank you, huh? I really dig mediocre music. I'm into that. Another one? I don't know what I'm doing here.
Another one?
I did my
one
part. I
more.
woke up today. Okay, I'll do one more. That crystal clear Dasani straight from Colorado River, Ladybird Lake. I love Austin. Really do. I'm a smart, aleck, sarcastic human, but not when it comes to Austin, right? And if Evan doesn't write in some questions, I'm going to be pretty upset by Sexy CPA number 1. for the love of the Lord, I hope that my mom's watching this. She gave up a long time ago, guys. So we, true story, can I tell a story? I don't know if we're on a time crunch. Okay. We played a show in Fort Worth at a place, a little dive bar called Billy Bob's. And then the next day, I don't know where we were, but this guy woke up and looked out the window, and we were on the coast of Texas. And I'm like, okay, well, this is where they get all the lobster from, I guess, in Fort Worth. But we were playing an outdoor festival, and and it was raining a lot. And I'm like, okay, I know I'm seeing double, and I know I'm not all there yet. The plane's going to land. And I know that rain showers and music festivals don't really work well together. And so I'm like, well, man, I guess the very least I could do is maybe pick up a guitar and write a song and try to make something. And so I'm sitting there and just kind of fiddling, thumbing, and just blah, 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 just trying to get anything going, just to be creative and not waste the day. And then all of a sudden the sun came out, and I was like, oh, this is cool. This is actually really beautiful. And the first band on this music festival was a classic rock cover band. And if you followed Rigs of Dads on Instagram, you've probably seen all the band members. But they rocked so hard, and there was no one there, but I was parked backstage and could hear it. I opened my window. I'm like, they were so incredibly good. And they were playing like Bad Company and Styx and Kansas and Journey. Like, hey guys, I think we parked at the wrong festival. We need to go. Please, can I go home? And so I wrote this song, and I literally could visually, when I used to live off Del Curto in South Austin, we had a clock that would always be on the door as I would leave, and I would just like kiss my wife and say something extremely romantic and sexy, and no, I wouldn't. I'd be like, babe, watch that. I'll be back when it's somewhere else. Yeah, pretty romantic. It explains everything why she's so crazy in love with me. I hope she's not. Anyway, I wrote this song. It's called Dear Music, but I really thought about that clock on the wall, and I thought about this rock band, and I was just like, you know what? Before I had children, the greatest gift that God had ever given me was music and the ability to be too stupid and tone deaf and stubborn to not play it. And then you beautiful people show up, and you guys give me a platform to play it, and I'm just like, wow, that's pretty cool. And so it's called Dear Music. This is my love letter to lady music. I woke up this morning to the sound of raindrops falling down. Another Where the Hell Am I town that we're playing, and then I thought, how in the hell did I get here? It's been another sleepless year. My hair is turning, but I love, love, love you. Yes, I love, love, love you. You take my fears when I'm afraid. Lost, you find the way. You turn tears into a smile, really drive me wild. Here's to the songs that I play, and the love that music saves, while the band plays rock and roll, some forgotten song. Baby, don't you cry. Wipe the sleep out of your eyes. Come kiss my face goodbye. The clock's turning. Don't be sad. Think of all the times we've had. Yeah, the good ones and the bad. I'm always love you. Yes, I love, love, love you. Take my fears when I'm afraid. When I'm lost, you find the way. You turn tears into a smile. Really drive me wild. Here's to the songs that I play, and the love that music saves, while the band plays rock and roll, some forgotten song. Hey! And I love, love, love you. Yes, I love, love, love you. You take my fears when I'm afraid. When I'm lost, you find the way. You turn tears into a smile. Really drive me wild. Here's to the songs that I play, and the love that music saves, while the band plays rock and roll.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Bart. That was amazing. Yeah, amazing. Grab the mic. Let's chat. You want to leave your guitar on? You want to take it off?
I was going to throw it.
Just throw it in the crowd. Smash it, maybe?
Sappy money's no object to me.
Well, we got questions from Facebook and other questions too. And I know when our producers were talking with y'all, there were a few things like, what do we want to touch on? I know you got some tour coming up and all that. One of the things that was mentioned there, though, from you or Brandon, your tour manager, was how do you get so awesome? That was one of the.
I just wake up.
You just wake up and do it, right? Well, you know
as
what?
soon as my feet hit the floor. No, I'm joking.
Actually, it really is really impressive how relaxed you are and how comfortable with yourself. And sometimes that's rare for an artist. And like, is that something that you've always been like, or do you feel like it's developed over time?
Truthfully, I just
truthfully.
I just don't take much too serious, almost to a fault, to be honest. And I mean, I have my times. I have my meditation. I have my like when it's the mirror and I, and you know, you can't BS that. And so I have my moments, but I just think, I don't know, man. That's a heavy question. The world is just so skewed and jacked right now.
Yeah.
If I could just be, you know, if someone can dig my music but also find comic relief and smile and have a good time, I'm cool with that. I just don't. I mean, this could go to hell like that. I mean, I've worked construction. I've been in the Army. I've been a welder. I rodeoed my life growing up. I did in college. It's probably terrible at all the above, or I'd still be doing it. And I don't take this for granted, but I also don't take this for granted or this for granted. And so it's just good to be alive.
Yes,
I mean, honestly, it's really that simple. I mean, I don't want to get too far out there, but like I tell my wife all the time, I'm like, I'm the luckiest dude I know. And I sincerely mean that. I get pissed off. I get aggravated. I get frustrated, but just be chill. Be cool.
mean, but it sounds like you've done the work to like look at your blessings and like.
I don't want to dig ditches, if you want the truth. I don't want to dig ditches and bless the men and women that do that, but I got a bad back.
Right.
So I'm pretty
When
cool
you
with this.
spent those 18 months not writing, did you feel like some of that took a toll on you when you weren't like living that creative space?
Not until I got back to it. In
And
that
then you were
moment,
like,
I was so
it was
pissed
gone.
off and just disgusted and hurt I really was hurt. And I think that's, sometimes stereotypically, sometimes us men, us dudes don't always use, the best of thoughts and negotiation and thought process when you feel hurt or even, not that music or the world owes me anything, but I just kind of at that time, just being honest, felt like I'd given my everything to music between where I lived, how my family was raised, what I was doing, not using my education, all these things, and feeling very betrayed. And so it was just kind of like, screw you, show me an out, and I'll go there. And everything came back to music, came back to music, came back to music. So now I'm like, okay, girl, you my girl. I love you. So,
no, now you write a song to lady music.
Yeah, so shut up, Bart, and just do what God wants you to do and the music gods. And like, I don't know. I really feel, I know.
That's beautiful. That's
I'm pretty happy dude.
Good. It shows.
Thank you.
It definitely shows.
Good.
Yeah. Okay. So we got some questions on Facebook too. So you mentioned your fam. I know you got like 3 kids and a wife, and you're based here in Austin. Like,
I think.
You think that's right?
Gosh.
I mean, who's counting?
Give or take.
Right. Absolutely. So how do you balance this is one of the questions from Facebook. How do you balance your music career with taking care of this big family?
When I'm not traveling and playing music or getting to do cool stuff like this, hand to the Lord, like, I'm off the clock. Like, don't call me. Management, Shelby and Amber over there, and they're like, yeah, he's pretty lame. Like, because poor Amber will be like, hey, man, can we get a video to promote this? I'm like, yeah, I'll get it in 5 minutes. 3 days later, she's like, hey, bro. Are we on different time waves?
No, but that's good. You put down your phone, right?
Man, I don't know if I do that, but when I'm home, I'm dad. I love being a dad. I worship being a dad.
How much are you on the road?
Not enough.
Not enough.
Now we're steady. We're good. We're out there a lot. I would say, in this Texas music scene, it's a lot of like predominantly Thursday through Saturday gigs, give or take. And so I would say, out of the 52 weeks,
half that, something like that.
More than that.
Yeah.
I would say at least 3/4 of that. But man, when I'm home, it's dad time.
That's good. Yeah, that's really good. Let's see. Okay, here's one from Facebook. So you usually play with a full band quite often. So somebody said it sounds so different with just guitar. When you write music, how many layers do you hear in your head?
Like the voices? It's like an orchestra with no instruments. It's just like, we should do this, you should do this, you should do that. And so I'm like I call myself like as a songwriter, I'm probably a real butthole because I'm like, I just want to get it out of my brain and I call myself a flip the page thing. And so if I have a moment to write something, it's like, blah, 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 I don't care how crappy it is, because I've been in writes with people and bless everybody's style. Everything works. But for me, I can't get caught up on like, well, should this be a bridge or should this go to the 6? Should this go to the 2? No, just get it out of my dome, because all those non-instrument orchestra voices are like, you've seen an orchestra. Imagine just being a conductor and walking up and be like, put your instruments down. What do you guys think we should do? Like, that's a nightmare. That's my brain. So it's just kind of, I really do, whenever I start writing a song, I'm like, dear God, please just don't make me get up. Don't let me get up. Oh, I got up. Damn it.
Yeah.
So, because I will be like, oh, I should probably put more ice in this water. I'm the most like scatterbrained, distracted person.
Well,
so
it seems to be working.
So layers,
I
don't know, but I put a lot of trust and weight on producers that I make records with.
Yeah.
But I will have like the, before we commit to making a record together, like, hey, look, man, I've got a guitar. I've got some mediocre tunes. But can you work some magic, make this stuff cool, but like, sure, we can, replicate this on stage, and then we go do that.
Can I just say, as an artist, I really identify with that. So yeah, I get you totally. Let's see. Okay, somebody want to know the history behind your guitar.
The real history?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, well, sit down. No.
Well, we have to make it quick.
No,
We're getting close to out of time, but yeah.
This guitar's name is Rose. It is a Gibson J45. It is a rosewood guitar. I have no clue how I picked it. I was playing Red Dirt Roundup about 12 years ago, which is a big festival that Cross Canadian Ragweed used to put on in Fort Worth. And I'd always wanted a J45, but for whatever reason, I'd go to South Austin Vintage Guitar and talk to Steve, and I would walk out with some, I had a Gretsch, I had a Martin, had everything. And so I watched these bands, and whenever the band Lucero got up and Ben was playing a J45, I'm like, man, forget that. And I was drinking red wine in the heat that day. I went straight back to the bus, got on Musician's Friend, boom, done, eat it. 3 weeks later, I totally forgot about it. And I lived off Del Curto, as I'd mentioned earlier, in South Austin, and the UPS guy brings us, and I'm like, uh-oh. Hey, Brooke, look. And I open it up, and the whole time I'm like, why did this thing cost $2,400? They sell all day for like $1,500, $1,600, whatever. But still a lot of money, but I was just like perplexed, if you will, if I've ever been that way. And I strummed it. I'm like, oh, that's like butter, even for my fat thumbs. And so that's Rose. Like I have a hummingbird guitar that is beautiful and fairly new. I mean, it's about 12 years old, but I never play it because I honestly feel like I'm cheating on her.
Oh, that's so sweet. Y'all have a special relationship.
Yeah, we do.
That's awesome. Hey, will you share how everybody can find you really quick and find your tour dates? Just real quick.
305 South.
No.
BartCrowMusic.com. And then whatever the kids have, we have my
Instagram?
book, Face Space.
Bart Crow Band on Instagram, for sure.
Yes, Bart Crow Band. Bart Crow, I think, Band on Twitter.
Awesome.
Bart,
And
I
you've got a new record coming out later this year.
Yes.
From what I understand.
Probably the next couple months we'll have. Because it's already done. We're just trying to get artwork and get a business plan behind it. And then I go back in the studio next month to start for the next one beyond that. And then hopefully make a live record this year.
Yeah, right on, man.
I meant to tell you all that.
Yeah. Well, awesome. I appreciate you being here today. Thank you so much for being Austin360 Studio Session Artist. Brought to you by Bud Light. Thanks, everybody. Check out Bart Crow. Thank you again, man. Yeah. Bye. Have a good one, y'all.